parades are renowned for their vibrant, inclusive atmosphere with streets filled with participants celebrating queer liberation. However, accessibility remains a significant issue. For individuals in mobility devices, navigating crowded routes can be challenging and exclusionary. Additionally, those who are blind or hard of hearing often lack necessary resources like braille signage or interpreters. Andrew Gurza talks in detail about it in an article for the LGBTQ Nation. Pride Inaccessible for disabled LGBTQ plus people. I really wanted to talk about this, so that's why I put it on my show today. What are we all talking about? So I sat here with Richard Gray, who is just an incredible human being from Visit Lauderdale, right? And aside from him having such a huge LGBTQ plus, especially T, right, platform that he always wants that inclusivity, he's also talking about disabilities that you can't see.
That's right.
Right? Inside disabilities and also as outside disabilities. He has worked in conjunction and made it happen that at Fort Lauderdale Airport, there are rooms that people can go to just decompress. I mean, I know that they're called something or something else, but it's like, so people can relax, so people can, not get overly stimulated.
Sure.
So
it's like the healing room or the calm room.
The calm room, but I never thought about, when I saw this story, I thought that you and me should really talk about it, just because I never thought, I'm not blind, right? I'm not in a wheelchair.
Right.
I've never thought about the accessibility that these folks need, you know? At Pride, we had an interpreter the whole time, right? But do they know that the interpreter's there? How does that really work?
Right. So you know what? I noticed in Stonewall Pride last week, there was a number of people in wheelchairs. I was pretty shocked. I was pretty shocked that they were there. And, what I loved about our community was that, people were out there dancing, and once a person with a wheelchair was coming by, people literally stopped, cleared the way, like danced with the person. It was pretty amazing to see the inclusivity of the community. This was probably my first time seeing it. I'm so used to New York Pride where it's just so hard to see anyone, quite frankly, because there's so many people. But it was actually great to see. But it makes me think of all the other disabilities out there, and you and I talked about this a lot, about like people in our community who are addicts, right? We actually have a disability, and, are there safe spaces for us to even conjure and go during Pride? So I love the idea of the airport, because I was once told at airports, if you go to a person at the front desk and ask them, for Friends of Bob, they'll make an announcement, and then they'll say, Friends of Bob is gathering at gate 26 for people who are similar. So this calm room makes me think of, again, people from our community who can gather in a calm space, because sometimes airports for addicts like us can be very triggering. I mean, I'm great. I'm spiritually fit right now, but you never know, right?
No, I've missed many flights because of the bar at the airport, right? So it is very triggering. And, I've been reading, I did some research on this, and, a couple of prides have like sober tents. That I think are so important for people in our community, that are struggling, that still want to be fabulous and proud, right? Because we are.
That's right.
And maybe they don't have all the tools yet.
That's right.
To make sure to get through a long Pride event or something, but they'll have a safe space to be able to regroup.
Absolutely. This Pride, I seen probably like 40 people in the rooms, and I loved it. Like, it was so great. But we were like, you good? You're good? Well, it's like awesome. Just dancing, hugging, but just like, you're good, right? We're like, oh no, we're good, But it was great to see us there. And see us be represented. But to the story, right, is that there are so many different disabilities that we normally don't think about, right? And making sure that we're aware as organizers of Planet Prides that, we're accommodating these different types of groups that have various types of disabilities that may not be visible to us. I think it's a great point.
It's true. It really is. So Pride's out there, hey, and there's a lot of us. And, and one more thing, like we've spoken about this also, there's just like an unspoken rule between addicts and alcoholics, right? There just is. And like 2 words encompasses, I got your back, I'm here if you need me, call me, text me, whatever.
That's it.
You good? All that needs to be said. It's just so crazy, because those 2 words are all I hear from the 40 people at Pride. And you look at them and they look at you, and you just know, and that 40 people are also there, not drinking and not doing drugs, and are thinking and are having a great time just like you are.
No, to your point, right? Absolutely. And for me, like I feel spiritually fit, and I feel like very comfortable. But like when people were saying that to me, I was like, oh my God, like this like we get
You
each
get
other,
it.
like
Yes.
ooh, and that bond and that connection, and just to know that they were there, just in case I had a moment or whatever. Because I sometimes have a moment. I'm a Gemini, so
Yeah.
Eddie comes out, not Edward, but or Ed. But no, seriously, just that feeling, honestly, was so great. And to be honest, too, one of the things that I noticed is that we gave each other, a couple of us gave each other an extra hug. It was like an extra couple of seconds, right? Just to hold each other, just to say,
I got you.
I got you.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I love that.